to the funky chicken. Party, party, come on everybody.
Ho ho ho! Shake up the happiness. Wake up the happiness. Shake up the happiness. It's Christmas time.
Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be doing a really fun DIY video with Christine. If you guys don't remember her, you met her in the summer. She was in the BFF tag. So she's going to help me out, and we're going to show you both vegan and non-vegan options for some really tasty DIY Christmas and holiday treats. So if you guys are looking for some really tasty treats to make with a friend or maybe bring to a potluck or a Christmas party, then just keep watching. For this first recipe, I've decided to make a peppermint chocolate chip loaf. I will leave the exact recipe down below with all the ingredients you're going to need, but I'm starting by greasing a pan and then putting some flour in a bowl and combining it with cocoa powder. I'm then adding baking powder and baking soda as well as some sea salt. After sifting it all together, I'm then going to set it aside, and in a new bowl put some almond milk mixed with a little bit of pure white vinegar. You're then going to want to set that aside so that it can curdle, and then once it has finished curdling, you're going to want to add your Splenda or your sugar. After mixing that together, I'm then going to add some vanilla extract as well as some peppermint syrup that I picked up from Starbucks. I'm then going to add that mixture to the powdered mixture that we made before and mix it all together until it goes to a dough-like consistency. And then I'm going to add in some semi-sweet chocolate chips that are vegan and mix that up as well, and then put it into the bread pan and add a little bit of extra chocolate chips on top. I'm also adding a little bit of red and white and green sprinkles and then popping it in the oven for about 28 minutes. Once done, you have this really yummy vegan peppermint and chocolate chip loaf. This is going to be Christine's recipe for gingerbread cupcakes with cinnamon cream cheese icing, and again the recipe is going to be down below, but basically she's going to be combining some flour, some ginger, a little bit of cinnamon, as well as some nutmeg, and then sifting it all together. She's then going to take a cup of margarine, and this is actually vegan margarine, and she's going to mix that with about a cup of Splenda and then mix that together until fluffy. She's then going to add some fancy molasses to her mixture. After mixing that together, you're going to want to add 4 eggs separately, mixing in between each egg. She's then going to add a little bit of vanilla extract, and then after that she's going to add her batter to her powdered batter that she made in the opposite bowl and then mix it all together. Christine is then adding her batter to her cupcake filters and popping them in the oven. While that's baking, she's then going to be making her icing. So it starts with about half a bar of cream cheese, and you're going to want to mash that up until it's nice and soft. Then she's going to add some vanilla extract, a little bit of cinnamon, as well as some whipping cream to her icing. She's then going to be adding the icing sugar separately and mixing in between to make it easier to mix. After taking them out of the oven, go ahead and add your icing, a little bit of powdered sugar, and then just for a little bit of extra added effect, we took some gingerbread Oreos and broke them in half and added them on top as well. So for my next recipe, this is going to be a vegan snowball recipe. So I'm starting with about a cup of softened vegan butter and adding this into the bowl and then just mixing it until it's soft. And then I'm adding some icing sugar on top and sifting that in as well. After that, I'm adding some sea salt, a little bit of vanilla extract, as well as some cornstarch and mixing that all in as well. I'm then adding my cup of flour and mixing that all in until it is of its cookie dough type of consistency. I'm then taking some chopped pecans and about half a cup of these and crunching them up in my hands to try and break them up even smaller and adding them into the mixture. I'm then using a tablespoon to scoop out little chunks and rolling them into little balls and adding them onto the pan. I'm then going to take them out of the oven, and once you have, you're going to want to set aside a little bit of icing sugar in a little container and let them cool a little bit, but while they're still warm, you're going to want to roll them into the icing sugar to make them look like little snowballs. And that's all you have to do for these vegan snowball cookies. So moving on, Christine is going to be making Oreo peppermint bark, and she's starting by melting some semi-sweet chocolate chips in a pan. She's then adding it to a baking sheet with tin foil, or you can use parchment paper underneath, and then just spreading it out to make a nice thick layer for the bottom of the bark. And then she's going to freeze that for about 15 minutes to let it harden. And while that is hardening, she's crushing up some mint Oreos, some regular Oreos, and some candy canes. She's then completing the same process with white chocolate and adding it on top of the frozen milk chocolate layer. Once she has the white layer spread out, she's going to quickly add her Oreos and candy canes on top and press it in, and then she's going to pop that in the freezer after putting some sprinkles on top. For our last recipe, we decided to do something that was really fun, easy, and the most customizable one. So if you're not that into baking, you can easily do this one. We just took some pita breads and basically put whatever we wanted on them and made little dessert pizzas. You could put peanut butter or hazelnut on the bottom, shredded coconut, candy cane, M&Ms. Basically, we just customized it with as many things as we wanted. The other great thing about these customizable dessert pizzas is you can make a vegan option if you would like to, which is what I did. I used vegan chocolate chips, peanut butter, candy canes, and Oreos, which were all vegan. Once complete, you just pop them in the oven for about 15 minutes or until everything is all melted, and then you have your own ooey gooey dessert pizza. So those are all of our DIY recipes for the holidays. We hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's video.